Hey guys, it is Afton here, and I am the chairman of the Enrichment Committee, and I will be doing this live with two of my other committee members. I figured I would gain an audience on my way here. Ta-da! I'm gonna put my mask on.
And there's AC in here.
There's AC in here.
So this is like a smaller version of the barn, which you're going to see in a little while. And it's more centrally located for the keepers to be able to come and get paper enrichment down here.
Yep, we got
Lots of spices and perfumes,
tubes and bags in here.
and sickle making supplies, but a small amount. We have a lot more out of the barn. And here is one of the freezers full of sickles. Nice and centrally located. Everybody can just grab them from a cooler and go.
And then maybe just a little bit louder. And what's the name of the building's info?
I didn't understand what you said.
All right. And then we can also, we're trying to go paperless. Okay. So when we want to go ahead and log our enrichment, we're trying to go paperless. There's our forms that we used to use, but now we can just go ahead and click on the cat, and then we can go ahead and add item. And then we can choose the date, pick what type of enrichment it is. We have some items there in our drop down, and then we have some items what type of spice or perfume in our drop down, and then whether the cat wasn't interested, they just didn't come over, or they're apprehensive, a little afraid of the item for some reason, didn't want to, and then the interact, and then of course interacted with the item extensively. And then we have an area for who gave it, and then the notes. And it's very important that we know what the cat's got, because if there's any issue, there's any health problems, we can look back and see, did they get something and they ate something and then they shouldn't be eating that. For example, paper. We have cats that are in restriction that cannot have paper, and these are the cats listed here. We also, on their charts here, that's listed as well. We have a restriction for Kimba. He can only be given enrichment by certified master keepers, coordinators, and staff. So this information is all here, so when we go out to give enrichment, do our daily enrichment, everything is right here.
Oh,
So
we have bad
grabbing
reception.
some stuff to use a little bit later, and you'll just have to wait and see what happens.
I stepped outside. We were getting bad reception.
Okay, yeah.
So you're gonna follow us.
Yep, I will follow you.
Can we go past Flint?
We can go past
Nabisco?
Flint.
I'm just gonna drive by them, but
And what building are we leaving?
We are leaving the enrichment cabin.
All right, is this better, you guys? I saw that we did not have very good reception, but we are going to stop at Flint. I think they're going to give him something.
Sleeping.
Are they both sleeping, or is it just Nabisco?
oh well.
Are you sure? Because they're kind of excited. It's worth a try. And enrichment is the cat's option. It is not mandatory. They don't get to make a lot of choices being in captivity, but one choice that they do have is whether or not they want to interact with enrichment.
Nabisco. Yeah, okay. He said, yeah.
Get some spice?
And what are you giving him?
Catnip.
Yummy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Ooh, I can smell it.
Nabisco.
Oh, that's nice.
You're missing out. Oh boy, look at that belly.
Nice belly,
Oh.
buddy. Ooh, look at those claws.
So we are live at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida, and we are doing a behind-the-scenes tour of our enrichment buildings with a few of our committee members, me and Babs and Maureen.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
These guys are responsible for making all the fun seasonal enrichment that you get to see during the holidays and throughout the year. You're getting lots of hearts, buddy.
You deserve every single one.
Thank you for your donation.
Fingers. Good man.
The sun is shining perfectly right on it.
I know.
Like a spotlight.
Yes, good job paying attention. This is definitely a 4. Yes, he is interacting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Great.
Was it good?
Was that good, honey?
Whoa.
Whoa, who's that? Oh, it's Ariel.
What's going on?
Ariel up on her platform. She's pretty, isn't she? Woo, she's pretty.
Okay. Off we go. All right. Going straight to the building?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Off to our other enrichment building. So the significance of the committee is we get together on Wednesday nights to make the big fun things that you guys typically get to see. If I can take my mask down. And there has to be at least 2 committee members there at a time to oversee the group. During coronavirus, we are meeting in smaller groups, so we sign up on Wednesdays so that there's smaller groups and we're all safe and healthy. And then when we have people training for enrichment, the only people that can do their very last sign-off is either a staff member or a committee member. We are all, I want to say all of us are master keepers or coordinators. That means we've been here for a really long time and we have the most experience. So we are the last ones to sign off whoever is that is training. All right. Our enrichment buildings are on the exact opposite sides of the sanctuary. One is on property with the animals and the other one is on the back 10 acres, not with the animals. So that way we can shut all the gates to the animals during non-business hours when it is that they meet on Wednesday nights. Hopefully after your behind the scenes tour, we are going to load up some enrichment to give out and be going live on TikTok. So hopefully you will be joining us there. All right.
All right.
All right.
Welcome to
Tiger
the
Tail Barn.
Tiger Tail Barn.
Woohoo.
I couldn't get the door
We
shut.
have some enrichment items we're going to be handing out. This one we'll be handing out later today.
Yep, stay tuned after the tour, and one lucky cat's going to get this awesome sandcastle.
So here we've got some of our supplies, lots of supplies. Here's some tuna that we use for tuna and sardines and other fish, all approved by our vet.
Woo, I haven't seen this stuff
And then we
yet.
got some Thanksgiving enrichment that we've been working on.
So we get, when we get a project, we usually Afton or staff lets us know what the project is, and then we write it on our board over here, and the due date, and that way everybody knows what the project is and what the dates are. We'll also write some information like with the size of the safety cages up there as well.
What's really funny that you put this is where all the magic happens, because on my description for this live, I says where all the magic happens.
Yeah, it is there.
We have a question. Which of these are safe to use to make enrichment?
Ooh.
Rope, hot glue, 2-part epoxy, Elmer's, and nails. Well, this is what we use. This is all of our adhesive things. So it's Elmer's and lots of hot glue.
So we don't use rope, we don't use any twine, we don't want the cats to eat them because they get caught in their intestines. We don't use nails, of course, they're sharp, they hurt. We don't want our cats to be hurt.
And 2-part epoxy would be a very bad idea.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea. So that's, and then here's some other supplies that we use, various things to cut, cutting tools. We have different types of cutting tools, and then there's also some paper.
And actually, when we take a box apart, we have to take everything off of it. Take out the staples, deconstruct it, take off all of the tape, all of the labels, and then put it back together with hot glue before a cat can have it. So we have to take all of that stuff off first.
Yeah, so we've got some various tools in there to help us scrape them off. And then we've got some more supplies. We've got rolls of white paper, which are great for covering something really big. We need to paint it a different color. Then there's all our glue guns, and then all our tissue paper. We file them by color, so it's easier for everyone to use. And we've got some various printed ones, and some more colors down there. And then we also have another
And
question.
speaking of colors,
Yes, we have a
Ooh.
question.
what paint colors are we allowed to use?
Any guesses? Anybody guessing anything?
It's on a slight delay.
Slight delay.
Because
Okay.
we were talking about no nails. Yes,
Nails,
no,
that's right.
no nails.
All right, you want to open up the cabinet?
All right, on to the paint.
All of them.
All of the colors.
As long as they're not toxic.
Not so it's all
Non-toxic, like kindergarten paint.
Mhm.
So yeah, we
In the
have
variety of colors.
very
Yeah.
generous donors who just send us everything that we ask for, and they're absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. So we got lots of artist brushes, little palettes, and we do a lot of creative things.
Children's non-toxic. Good job.
So these are just like special cute shapes that people send us that usually packing material, and we'll take those and we'll make castles out of them, and we used a lot of this stuff for all of those sand castles. Then this is perfume, paper, and all of our different streamer possibilities.
That cabinet smells very aromatic.
Oh, yes. And have you ever seen so much obsession?
I think we're good.
I think we're good on obsession.
Somebody's obsessed with obsession.
I know.
And then over here, we've got our approved spices. Lots of cinnamon,
There's like
pumpkin
sweet
pie
spices up here, and savory, and catnip down
catnip.
there. We go through a lot of catnip.
We definitely do. And then
And then next thing we want to show you is sickles.
Oh, we have another question.
Oh, okay, another question.
Oh, very interactive.
Which of these is not one of our sickle flavors? Ready
Ooh.
for the list? Blood, tuna, strawberry daiquiri, salmon, or chicken.
I can tell you which one's mine.
So this is where we would make them. We got a nice blender, and then we'd use like 2 cans of tuna or 2 cans of turkey. Of course, they're in water, not in oil, or 2 cans of sardine for about this much water. And then we have, these are the 2 general sizes. There's also a yogurt size, but between those 2 sizes of cups.
So then we have more sickles in
And then
here.
here's ones that are made.
And just waiting to be eaten. And then we also walked past the deep freezer, the chest freezer that is in where the sandcastles are, and that is also full of all of the different flavors. They're all labeled and dated. So when that freezer up front in the enrichment cabin is running a little bit low, we'll just run back here, because sometimes on a Wednesday night when we're here making enrichment, one of us will just go ahead and fill the freezer with sickles, you know, clean everything up, and then get to our project that we're working on. So right now we're working on Thanksgiving.
Yep. And here, before we go, we can show you some of our Thanksgiving enrichment. Before we go over there, here's all
Our mountain of cardboard.
Yeah, we kind of got them sorted. It helps us to be organized because when you need something, you know where you can find it. You're not spending a lot of time digging around. So we spend some time sorting and organizing things.
Breaking them down,
Yeah.
and they're all in
And
sizes.
Deb's talked about the paper. We have to, the tape.
And the
So
labels.
this is something we'd have to pull off in order to use
Or
it.
here we would take out all of these staples and
Mhm.
take this off and just deconstruct it and then put it back together just with glue, hot glue.
And then we've got lots of tubes here. These are all ones that can fit through the 4x4, and then we have some behind you that are too
These
large.
will not fit.
They
They
will
look
not
like they
fit.
will, but they won't.
Yeah, and we can tell what size because we've got a measuring tool.
Yep, we have some 4x4.
A piece of cage wire. So this is very helpful when we're making some enrichment, like these items right here. Can we fold them up and squish them through so we can test and see if it's just something that can be put through? So these are very helpful. Or a little, oh, and you're getting a preview of our Thanksgiving enrichment. So one of our volunteers made this, and look at that, fits right through a little turkey
spice
drum.
bag.
Spice bag turkey drum.
And then over here, Taylor, who's one of our interns, came in on a Wednesday night and whipped this together. And we were just like, what? We need for Tutty to have a bigger version of that. So
Stop.
this is
Yeah.
going to be Tutty's.
That
Tutty's
is going to be
cornucopia.
so
Tutty's-
cute.
Tut's cozy cornucopia.
Tutty's Cozy Cornucopia.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to love it, and it's not going to blow over either. It's pretty,
Yes. Not like his
it's pretty
candy
solid.
corn.
Is your mask one of our cats?
It is. This
They keep
was-
commenting how they like your mask.
This was my boy, Great Pretender. I started working with him when he was like 14 years old, doing operant with him. And they were like, don't make him do anything. He's old. Just click and treat him, because we used to use clickers. And I made him do stuff, and he just, but he did it, and he would just, people said he could hear my voice when I was like coming through. He'd be like, oh, where is she? So this was my boy. Great Pretender. And he actually lived to be 24. He lived 10 more years after I was told, he's really old, don't make him do anything. So he lived to be 24. My boy.
That's an awesome mask. And then we have, so here's some more Thanksgiving items. I'm making a little archway, and I'm going to hang a little sign that says either Happy Thanksgiving or Give Thanks. And we talked about the size of the enrichment. I usually like to work big. And
No.
this has to fit through the safety cage, 28 inches by 52 inches, we listed over there. So this is not 28 by 52, but I made it into 3 pieces. So we can take this piece, and then boom. Then it can be assembled when it goes in the enclosure. Another thing we didn't talk about was paper mache. So these are all paper mache. We can usually just mix out flour and water, tear up pieces of paper, and I use this pumpkin. We spray pan spray over the item, and then put the paper mache over it. Once it dries, cut it open, boom, pumpkin. So,
Boom.
Yeah, boom.
Almost an exact replica,
Yeah.
maybe even better.
Yeah, and then Babs is making a turkey, a Harlequin turkey. It's very colorful.
Yeah, he's a work in progress. I still have one more week.
Yeah. So we have
That
our
you
due
do.
date. It's our due date next Wednesday because we work on these every Wednesday. So our due date is next week. So we're a
I
little.
know he looks like a peacock, you guys, but you know what? I got this really great picture of a turkey. It actually looks really, really colorful. So,
Oh.
you know, it's not that far off. I took some license with his tail. But I mean, look at his face. He looks like this turkey, but he is very kind of peacock looking. That's okay.
And then we've got one of our other volunteers. She just started coming to make enrichment, and she made that little tree. And we go, oh, make another tree. And we're telling her we want the we like it. I mean, the cats like it when it's 3D, when it's not just a flat item.
Plus, it stays up longer, so Afton can get good video.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, every time we film Enrichment, it is windy that day, and I don't know why that is.
Oh boy.
So Julia was having some trouble trying to figure out how she was going to make her a big tree like that. And I said, well, just put it up next to a box, because cats love boxes.
Cats
And
love
then
boxes.
now it's 3D. So she was really excited, and that's what we do here in Richmond. On Wednesdays, we collaborate. When somebody gets stuck on
You
something.
do get stuck. It's like,
Yeah.
how do I? And everybody jumps in and goes, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
just do this.
'Cause
Do
there's
this,
a lot
do this,
of-
do this.
A lot
It's
of
really
construction.
great teamwork.
Yeah, we do a lot of construction, a lot of, engineering, because you have to try to figure out how to put something together without using some other tools, and and then to get the right color, or figure out how something's going to look, we all advise each other and give each other information.
Yeah, it's
help
really,
each other
Wednesday
out.
nights are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
So we have one more thing that we're going to talk about, the girl who likes to build big stuff. The thing you're going to see next is a huge sandcastle that she made in pieces so that we could bring it all in pieces, and we have to make sure it's set up the way she intended it to look.
Yes.
Oh boy, I don't know what'll happen to that.
Yeah. So we're gonna load that onto one of our carts, and there's some things inside. I think this one. Yep. I took some. Makes a little noise. I just took some small tubes and put them in the bottom there, and that's just part of it. There's like 5 pieces here.
Is that all?
All right, so we are going to load this up, and we're going to head over to Duchess, and we will see you on TikTok.